Welcome to Tales of Unusual, stories that remind us some doors should never be opened, even if they look like harmless windows on a screen. Tonight's tale is about a chat room, an old corner of the internet where lonely people gather to share secrets. But what if the chat room remembers you, even after you log out? Close your tabs, dim your screen, and listen closely. This is the chat room. Mason was a night owl, a drifting 20-something whose days blended into late nights of scrolling, watching, lurking. He liked forgotten forums, old bulletin boards with blinking GIFs and ancient threads about conspiracies and urban legends. One night, half drunk and restless, Mason found a link buried deep in a comment section. Join us. We're always awake. The link led to a simple black screen, just a login box and a title. The chat room. He typed a username, hit enter. The page flickered, then a single line appeared. Welcome back, Mason. He frowned. Back, but curiosity was stronger than caution. At first, it felt like any other late-night chat. Dozens of usernames drifted in and out, some greeting him by name, some just posting cryptic lines. Do you remember your dreams? What did you lose today? Mason laughed it off. He typed, "Who are you people?" A user named Echo23 replied, "We're friends." Mason asked what that meant, but the replies flooded past so fast he couldn't keep up. His eyes blurred, but the screen seemed to pull him in, line by line. Soon, logging in became a ritual. Mason spent hours in the chat room, skipping work, ignoring calls. The usernames felt familiar now. Echo23, Fathom Deep, Shismil, Palian. They shared riddles, half-truths, strange trivia that Mason couldn't stop thinking about. They asked him questions. What's your earliest memory? What do you regret most? Would you like to forget? Sometimes, Mason would wake up at his desk, the chat still open. New lines typed under his name, though he didn't remember writing them. When he tried to close the tab, the browser froze. Sometimes, his webcam light flickered on, just for a second. One night, the chat room sent Mason a private message from an admin Rutisser, a name he hadn't seen before. Would you like to see more? Mason typed yes. The screen went black, then filled with windows, old video feeds, grainy and flickering. He saw himself days ago, asleep at his desk. He saw his hallway, dark and empty. But sometimes, a shadow flickered past. The chat filled with new lines. You left the window open. It's coming through. We're here to help you remember. Mason slammed his laptop shut, but the whisper of the fans still sounded like voices. Mason unplugged his router. He smashed his laptop screen. But the next night, the chat room opened on his phone by itself. The same usernames, the same cold greetings. Welcome back, Mason. His reflection on the dark screen looked wrong. His mouth moved when he didn't speak. The messages turned darker. What did you promise us? You can't log out. Mason's memories twisted. Flashes of him typing things he couldn't remember, offering something in exchange for answers. He saw himself in the flickering camera feeds, not alone. Behind him, shadows leaned in, watching. He covered mirrors, smashed his phone. But at night, the words glowed behind his eyelids. Endless lines of chat repeating in his head. Sometimes, his mouth moved, typing in the air. When friends called, they heard only static, or Mason's voice repeating, "Do you remember your dreams?" The chat room grew quiet. No more messages, just one line on an endless loop. Welcome back, Mason. Somewhere, in the dark, he wondered if there were others like him, still typing, still feeding the thing that lives behind the screens. They say the chatroom still waits in forgotten corners of the web. A hidden link, a single invite in a comments. Think twice before you click. Some say you'll never really log out. So next time you find a lonely link that says join us section. Thank you for watching Tales of Unusual. Like, comment, and subscribe for more stories that watch you while you watch them. Sleep well tonight and close your tabs.